Sierra be. Could you imagine? Boko there.
Yep, so.
Yeah, the Yamiasi, yep, so enterprise. Na PDS as me adiasem.
Papa me say be kakra sen kona ye kasi minister or Millennium Challenge account. Na ye dia boa ama yape ankron kranjuma obeboa ECG epeja ECG adwumane mu. Na emrana anase contract let me say egube afanami ansa. Didi kind onipa kora di adwumane ma no obe meet their friend conditions precedent and them also ye and sana yen na sign contract the adwumana senensa. The toso me no ye be koso aye their friend of continuous due diligence akoso ahwehwe nkrata mu ne niamba mu. The toso me ansa ye wie no po a ye wo their friend conditions subsequent ya sign wie di ama no de adwumane ma wo say otumi fulfill. Nema me say ni na say bibi touch ma wo baby a ye wo kwan say ye suspend and answer ye terminate agreement no. The say you be no assign back on na awie. And the conditions precedent no prima facie one of my picky one that is Miracle and more other companies that come with formal PDS no prima facie meet conditions precedent no. And no more second stage your friend of continuous due diligence. But I was maybe me no near check a crack and no more due diligence no continuous due diligence no. I'm find out say I said payment guarantees questions kakao. Into a more deeper investigation kakao. Na dia almost say almost no a bomb pusa kaka and until almost trigger clauses number because I buy suspended concession agreements in Sabri. Normally full scale inquiry into sa guarantees no asset the actual kaka e wo no. Nti many ya nra ni na nsa dia na wo say applying through finance ministry and energy ministry say sika akodi PDS for some assets of PDS near there no omode omosato so a protected Ghana interest normally PDS for the come say we no man e wo guarantees ni mo a sebi e touch makaka so some full scale inquiry into it sabri no payment occasion no energy ministry only before sin konya o omo e go through that process ni minara na omo wia de bebe che no ma yi na aswati say ade a omo correct yi a ye wo se ne be no say ade a breaching is so fundamental a raise other ancillary issues inti omo to aso eni yi a and also senior the terminate our contract no mo to me afam na kwa so a terminate
na kwajo mpacho wan kasa wan hu agreement wan hu contract senate na ye contractor say niam bi say ba contract dan kasa kire kwan ya ye fa so se bibi sa ba mo be contract hwi ni mo e kire se bibi say ba PDS for we no so mo ye aban say no so bibi ani musa
nti no mo se first so we establish SASMC potency Sabri omo detect I first line investigations ama omenye nyina so bi say guarantee na underlining the whole transaction no, on the side of PDS no questions were but omunko to the extent any trip between baby o detect any sebeba so betwem a o betwem no Sabri na was always could that full but yes our full scale inquiry no you see ka e wo mo sebe omo control over your assets into debe ni be and no suspension now 24-1 among saying you must suspend it. So during the period of your full scale inquiry, they are suspended. They are protecting protected equipment. Now, say was here in accordance and I will be say was a by so say PDS also IPD. It was our cycle.
Kwajo Sadi so okay bro for be condition precedent condition subsequent. Nia okay say condition precedent meboa.
But in fin there no continuous due diligence and now they validate some of the conditions precedent. Because conditions precedent in your prima facie or the ABA or say or insurance guarantee and now payment guarantee from the organization, which is why a basic text from the organization. Sadi we say if your organization, and now the bank statement about what check a bank and the bank can say, oh, or account or has a statement or a valid statement from the bank. But during the continuous due diligence, or more permission, maybe I'll call into our organization, acquire further checks. So everyone say, oh, yeah, further checks, maybe a BBA Cobase, Asemka, where Asemka, say, via bank statements are over the mouth, problem and what we need. In the Sika, no woman's abreno, see, what to me for the 2 cents council. Obeka said, you did kind of see the prima facie when you see my basic technology, but if you continue due diligence, who you maybe wait when in this case, payment guarantee, or more deeper work, and or more maybe or more in the Sabri almost suspended. Now, or more full scale inquiry now. There was so many substantive action for my Empono, Chairman. In fact, at this stage, or my need to third stage of the condition subsequent. Secure was some of the back. Infidel was some of the back. Technical improvements was some of the back. A home pool, so many challenges were home. That's all to me here. The same thing. Appliance will work when you say, or to be suspended and ask to be terminated at the end of the night. It's not finding from the one. That way we. We cut through entire process. I bring the number for any DHM said the Abuai and say energy ministry, finance ministry, ECG for the Ghana side that ADH no monka so masan with the amount PDS into Matia Koda. But to mamma many DHA babes me and sending crampon start to observe was added. Or me 2-1 or more at 2 requiring acquiring basic one. Amane or my requests are buying and suspending. Now you full scale inquiry. The best wrong say inquiry number man could be at them. Not their own home piano, Ombemi in as what not their contract in CSA, PDS, and answer buying, or so me or my friend of mine.
Kojo, metie for Nemi Ankasa, Enti, Messan Bisasa Semi. Brony Babisa, what exactly are you looking for? A dear potting and a buying air. I was asking me at this point.
Mammy, just a few minutes, ma. Minion Fatu will be nafi, me too. Ghana mine was taxi. You did taxi in the Juma. Now, you see, a taxi driver, they are man. Now, all the Juma, now what you be our base sales and I'm supposed to be our base sales at my. Yet the taxi in the man. Sales, no, what did you on one sales no one home. And yeah, about when you can't see, I know him can't. And now, track record, which you can't do, baby, and now in TV. Baby, I do know, you say. Answer the taxi in the man. Uncle to me, cat, and feel penny beer. Or no, na Yusufin any man in this Uber. No, Tilby Sassam Banner said your dear taxi, Johnny on answer their couple from an hour, the CK Jania. Or no, your penny, I bet corner also penny, a branty and your channel. And only guarantee that that's yellow. Katana, or Kojiba fee, or penny, or Kojikatana ba. The fred penny, let the son of my penny say, no Kremian and Bekatano, and Mano. Indeed, say you could guarantee or to say the bar, you bet me a soup. But as part of the process, yes, of course, we film you. Yes, we film you was a cat, I know the buyer. Problem, cacao. Problem, I walk on the one could hear say, a brandy and I said, best friend, not your penny, a best friend, but the cat, and if you be seen could know, and you said, so, cat, it not was a guarantee here. And no, it's not about a brandy and taxi, and no taxi. And now, brandy, which will be taxi that, no, which will be taxi that is track record. People can watch them. It's about the validity of car, Wakoji, Ewo, or Penny, no, also a brand team in no quite sorrow or passer. Would you know with taxi now? They send in Sanity, Back on Crown Ponate, into me, memoir, may or Penino, making it in Mamano. Sacratano, and no problem about
Adentina, and me Pachameba. Adentina, Mra, ye desa guarantee by Sacratan to me Cratano. Edian and Newa Yen Huno Samre Nefin Yen Dada Dena with all due diligence, ye Yenim say Mida for womb, Yenim say American government womb, Yenim say Ghana government, Dian and near here Samre Yen Wifin Yen. Just escape you be a
subject of inquiry. Because if the escape will be a they are one of the bar in Canina 24 years prima facie checks, checks in the kind. Go ahead, the informer as what say, not it in an answer. Now, further inquiries, some year as part of this continuous due diligence. It is a ABA Maba PCFM, and I say, Ubi, so I hear more PCFM da. Or the attestation, if you PCFM, a baba paid more or the Krataba, PCFM Kratan or the Abbey. Mausi and answer, retired manager, signature and that's you. Your friend is as a piece. Babranti with the white man or that moment crata, you go picket corners your ampa, a branty with the white man, I say that. The Yena Yaman attestation. But to say bank near the you forward human via your son called back Echo Chekana University, so who can now the one crata aqua, who the result coffee star. Your prima facie, your admission. If you are your son called back to wire, can take only a deal called check details with you. Continuous due diligence. And no, I hear check here who say, ABS said, mouse in a sign crack, I know say, a sign crack, I said, invalidities be all.
Ain't he why not a continuous due diligence? Ghana buying.
Finance Ministry, Energy Ministry, ECG. Of course, why? In the first level of prima facie due diligence or me energy. Oman said there will be wrong with it. But continuous due diligence, I of course why no. And no area say Kata if PCFM buy the G2 my check here say I PCFM for the my Sakata. A few comma PCFM Honan Casano questions be Baba Krata. One the sign Kratano, if I can know 2 minutes of the sign Kratana na near me was a dash and some of my friends are Kratano needs a nice one. And until they receive questions about the validity of Sakata. And until say Krata, penny the man, brandy and more buy, and until so be a tax yashin and sa, or G sales, good bank account, Munabosumin so they are praying. Krata, the own Kusa and Intino, the Koy and Human suspended. Yes, a brandy and for tax in the BC. Now, for assembly. Yes, I saw China BBC and Union as well. I want to say,
ain't he say suspension now, Mokano? I could see that being.
I know pay me no say me energy ministry meetings we bring also within pending for now or determine timelines for signing money. But in near pan say and many media almost satisfy on say almost detective fundamental breaches on be suspended. Now if you're going to how long a bit take for all of these exercises to take place, it take place if you are on be terminate and now on be rectify and that's the some community that is but many media there. I'll see make issue because you say no guarantee that say no say abandon is questionable and many years they will say suspended. Need secure assets no. It's another media and factors say the afraid brand and say on fata in the city. Na be an coach my sales one on the answer to sales no so. Now if you are sending to me
PDS so my investment were
any na kanema or mobile film say by now investment also on my na kusi saying and an opinion no can so more cost why sa in money on discussions and common in the basic way to be a woman film don't be piano. Send the kind of face on a 12.10 about the 12.10.
Ain't he saying then a PDS, ECG, PCG? What exactly is going on?
And as a PDS, ECG, they are suspended. They are suspended concession agreements, you know. And now ECG and now to me say eligible operations of the assets, you know. It's a layer calling there, you know, almost in Kunya, I started full scale inquiry, you know. One more year, maybe a year at that, no, only better to my in the
interesting when they're running in energy sector in this matter.
ECG they run distribution, billing, and collection side, you know.
ECG our license so be say adwuma no.
Mentia say energy commission and na emom to me say omo enko ahead and say adwuma. We say my PDS for license so money. Brief me one and say energy commission eto anamo a suspended sa PDS license no. Now omama ECG to me say omo enko ahead and manage and no need be brief and pay me one.
Kojo inti ye ade nyina awie na say what say PDS mu say omo anye omo adwuma yi a na che say mo agi contract na fi omo say mo ane no na say mo ye hwehwemu na che say omo ho so ana mo ye den
say ye hwehwemu na ye hu say ade omo detect no ya ade omo betumi correct ade omo detect le omo detect say ade omo betumi correct na rectify according to ma be simple for be say ade ye so fundamental like some collateral issues emo kwan so mo ko nim na mo twem yi ya contract no kwan fa so twem e wo na kwan so na no be fa so no mo twem
yanko judgment debt bia
contract no akonya wo ma se BBC na se obi am meeting your obligations under the contract into ubetwema enkoye penal debt but if you are for work done in a senior contract bia etino say bia o say means na 4 floors in mount na a dino you see do 1 floor mentumi ewie utumi terminate contract no would terminate a lawyer for you be a friend of quantum merit to go say juma why you be no and no na yebeti aka nan kai na went to me no and no yenti amount into different clauses will 24 years review ya baby omdi ye to no omba me nyina so ate brief am won so mu ye na mra kwan so senior Ghana enkobo ekabia e wechire
asem de mu arem kakrama nipa bebre
emodi but so na penny for me no ka say me did say we take kasa wechire
mete
penny for ni bi na esipo wona say na anya better sa but e anamo we say Ghana find 2 e wo Ghana 19 mo na Ghana ye die no e bo by and then abai no e so say bi tu sa na mo no
enti you want say no PDS guarantee or the buy as you yourself have said no ohona mo say bibia tochima ho
no correct
enti no mesre as yes as information minister no Mr. clear maybe mame yet say TBC a fraudulent misrepresentation ABC fraud ebi yentiase baby ayedu no bibi fraudulent aba
ehwehwe na betre say a fraudulent na enye fraudulent say a fraudulent na inadvertent say a just obi na only to me no science akrata no ana say na edumaku na ma to me ana so obi na che obi ko to pass on ko science akrata no and obi e ko share nim e confirm my first time na na say and only full scale inquiry no e be unfair very unfair say sabre me as information minister me dey man no beto so say obi aye no da na say bibi and no ti na ye inquiry na ye no if I know aduma if you say any financial intelligence sense amoni ade e na ye inti bambo fo ne o mo ye mpensem moni ade e ka ho bi na sa inquiry no e cost to determine the issues but sabre the here pa ne say Ghana assets no ye secure
Mr. I won't say me farm but what can brofu be say here what say inquiry koso just say nhwehwemu koso and our can brofu be say to determine the issues enti na che say nhwehwemu na moye no say moye inquiry to determine the issues adentina mi misa say adentina monye nwie ne nyina pi ansa na moye ne moye because we are sure so nim say fear, panic, speculation. If we really are now going through an inquiry to determine the issues, I say, yeah, prepare for want of a better expression.
Sabri, and yes, and run up and penny for no, it is a bibia coachma in terms of my suspended, the business sanity. And my crime is that they are pursuing Bakuni actually near. And penning for no inya first indication said the Bia Kochema. Omanfi ase aye basic investigations. Basic investigations on my Biako Mr. Kata Honi Abia Krampwaba and no na ama omanya the reasonable grounds to believe say into Potokasana issue they say detection and your suspicion and your rumor.
Testimony bibi.
A detection and only Potokasana use a statement because basic investigation on my among reasonable grounds. Sad detection no and a trigger suspension no. Senke ye se bi omatikeke and obi na akakeka meaning say ka on to sana mo say. But omako menume tumpempensu bi a omo basic reasons to believe reasonably. Bibia Kochema or and until one suspended. Inquiry no is an inquiry to determine a Jumakuna issue guarantee no more. Another issue guarantee is a then a Kochema a war moment sa guarantee we see yen sa kan tell them to say bank statement yen fato obi buy embassy or the bank statement aba ya stamp so embassy na check say bank A or bank B mo statement na ni pay account or na say bank na say ai ya ko enim afi etire no mo ya due diligence no bank ni mo for na so ka say the partner what say or master statement and now software what say a generating numbers and now signatures was no problem be one into what go beyond suspicion, what go beyond rumor or may detect say statement ni granny panel they are applying substantial fundamental problems into the detection of fundamental breaches.
Detection of fundamental breaches. Kwakuba Kobrofo, what is the cure for this mischief in the contract? Contract nankasa sure say ebe wo mu say bia sa detection of fundamental breaches ni ade ba contract ade na kire say bibi sa ba ade na ye.
It will be determined by the final nature of the breach as observed. And opay na o ka say ebi mu in fact lenya wona me no bi nkomo e was teaching back so no ka say ebi mu say fraud, ebi mu say misrepresentation. And no a idea also on the nature a fraud and any fair say the fraud that will be so a misrepresentation and a irregularity yes human and course but any fraud any misrepresentation any also were established and no or more yes are further inquiry within the organization to determine not cure for the mischief no you say you'll be a no need to no sign here. And no team say let you bana yen the Kokota company ba be caso the person here now the DGR send you so more make sure say papa na be sign say there company no crown sign as here no be na share that kokoye ya send it goes beyond irregular and they are not according to the issues of misrepresentation and fraud near there it be more come into detailed inquiry no and no eventually
mona munim yebe di ni ahwe na yahwe bebe akusi inti say no ECG ka omo investigations no.
ECG has been part of the exercise, Energy Ministry has been part of the exercise, Finance Ministry has been part of the exercise, Financial Intelligence Center and some of the state security agencies are boy kakra into the full scale inquiry.
What is the role of PDS and AMIDA in all of this? Then almost some way winning them.
Collaborating inquiry na kosono.
Pacho, for collaboration in the sense here, then.
Collaboration, can I say what you
Miniature maybe say, AI say, baby, the government and people of Ghana versus PDS, the people on the other side. And until maybe say,
I was said, information be. Quite almost from fast, maybe no. I was also Emma, yes, I can have the nature of breaches, name one more able to. And mobile them say so far, media for PDS for command pen for no more. I'm say more airboa or more collaborative. And some common and airboa my uncover their ankles. But the years I really say, when you can I bow with you now who feel and coach because of that financial boardroom come air costly. And our boardroom inquiry and costly and coachma. If I may want to pay to say, it is a problem.
And we don't know how long suspension it will be for.
Let me say, by the time on big initial meetings this week, on big my active, the window within which are or more ABV is our inquiry, the suspension here, that's it.
Suspension, they are not sure. Who is going to say a suspend or I know she pointing out. I'm say, I come a biakwe. Because maybe MIDA, US government, Ghana government, anyway, one kasama by detection and curing of mischief. Could you, Chiano pay Medasi?
Miss Medasi, Chairman, the BCB, everyone was watching.
Jo. Could you, upon Chroma, Information Minister and Member of Parliament of Fosse Ayerebi. Some of those papa pay. But of course, maybe. Okay, the traffic situation on the Bemakam bypass is going towards Bemakam. ATS Remo. More here, my wife. Yes, going towards Burma camp. Ain't Sophie Flower Port now about Burma camp. I saw on a traffic no. Ghana police. Yes, sir. One and be you say Bobo Machikakra. No, your mom, you're not for I'll be my name.
General.
Marching.
Yeah, medio.
Na CC issues of suspension abemi. May serve notice. A notice is hereby served. Say CC me who say munya my imagine say show mu masuntembio. Kwakuba ko yare na aka obi a
Chama ya na obisa I no bisa say bad saying.
Debbie, CC notice is hereby served.
On say suspension no one more investigation inquiry. Ti yourself so inquiry na who say.
Me suspend answer my inquiry na ban yen. So ma suspend.
Some start previous answer.
Me suspend it. Answer na my inquiry. Into we notice is hereby served. Pacho show we officially start 8:30. Say me who say trimu debi abaye nyina yeso ntino. Notice is something for a lawyer. Some brother can say notice is served and hereby duly BB
is hereby
served
and duly acknowledged as BB. Notice is hereby served and duly acknowledged as served on you. Say.
But I'm a microphone between 8:30 and 9. No, when you be out, Bonia no money to especially.
Men I'm here, show me time bombing. It is for me to determine and for you to find out. And it is saying my suspended. My suspending me actually for now to be suspended again. I say PDS are the who say. And I'm in Chawansa.
It was a bombshell, let's say in the gun. It was late in the night. In the Muhuni. Let me say, what a surprise. It's only in African countries now. Because for our band to tell us they were suspended due to some contractual issues, and Mr. Mahone, now ban one year due diligence. Asana was a contract in my PDS.
What's the continuous due diligence?
I know your brother. The issue is that there were about 5 companies that were bid for the takeover of ECE. MEDA was involved, as well as Ghana government. What went wrong? Masisia yet me dictated the protection of assets and guarantees work can ananina ya asana yet contract in my PDS. That's my problem. My major problem with it. We shouldn't be politicizing our energy sector. When we are, this country will grind to a halt. Abadi no informal ban. Because you know, more board I was fighting against this takeover. But Abam paying more pian no ye. And the if you want a one badaho. Obodu MPP Abando. One day it was necessary for a company to take over. As to reasons why the problem has to do with revenue. On yet the system network no, because ECG can be valued at 4-point-something billion. And see, it's not a small company or the whole. And so I am what went into it? We was my PDS. And so 1 year due diligence. We are confusing investors out there. Send it doesn't help. And we are giving politicians the tool. Because even more, I said,
America due diligence, no? Be away for the American government, Susan.
Oh, American government, because of MIDA.
Yes.
And the company PDS, it's an American company based in Philippines.
It is not necessarily an American company.
But no, it's necessary.
It may have interests, but a Filipino company.
Yeah, a Filipino company.
Meralco.
Almost 49.
Kwame,
yeah,
all over the world, Americans were spread one investment. In the what for the local entrepreneurs now were set up companies, and then they put their monies into those companies. And this MIDA will prefer the an American company more than a Chinese or an Indian company, because they are giving the Ghana government about $580 million to revamp the energy sector. But Mama in there, we have local representatives. And where are they? And truncating this project or this contract bill, you ask yourself there, and the PDS won't to me Juma, whereas these investigations all corrupt. Some of these things, when a political decision is taken, I know everybody will look at it with a jaundiced eye. There might be politics somewhere, there might be influence somewhere, there might be pressure somewhere. But then, Ashasinala war the contracting. And so back at you and the documents here was putting in 1 year due diligence. That's my problem. But when there or one more anyangufu or I am better go deep into it. But that's my problem. That's my major problem. Governor, you way to more stabilize power supply. What's a one revenue so why are they? Why refurbishment? System networking so baby or work or two why any until the EBs and the investments now why any what is going to happen? The man will lose trust with foreign investors. Kwame, Mama guy. Baby, I must say, don't let us politicize our energy sector. Yatawa thought we go.
What's hungry?
Oh, what's hungry? Nazia tanker drivers once and be all the car. But tanker drivers, now I want to remind them the MPF we see a tanker park or area where they can even go there and go and park their vehicles and pay some token. And this will complain there. The one car park in there when you toilet. The previous government saw to it there we see them parking. Which is that when we current at the import wabe of the Tambuli is also doing well. He's completing the park. Why aren't they going there to park their vehicles?
But
because of safety.
My memory PDS. My memory PDS.
And the PDS the energy sector anyway, I'm
now Patrick Buying the UK says I'm just confused about this whole saga. Patrick, so am I. As confused as you are. Kwajo near my MP Kwadas. Kwajo, uni mu bibia na.
Welcome Michel Bim.
Bejoso.
Na meda minia panyi Jacob Alote Jacob. Madana say asmo kan am then say we shouldn't politicize the energy industry. And correct in some way I can be paying. Say and can answer in some day. So their politics I won't go say. It's the usual can so. So the politics say can any or na anywhere. Ade sana anywhere on magwase. Say anywhere no honso a. No wedding kunim. Enti mumi anyi eno mfrim na yen kan say de tie. If say bra kwame de ekokoso yi. Say odo aban na o so do be kanu. If say ampa aban enhwema obi emfa ye 6 medane 9. Aban the next form and they say aban abaso aban ade e say one
aban ade unim details nyina
bra kwame what am I koyi say yan twen ama sabi kan na ndundum kran san aban the next esi form.
But honorable, why I say this is about kan dundum
bra kwame
because from near economy it's not about kan dundum
bra kwame
Brunibeka Boardroom Wrangling. And about operations.
Because say a boba was say a very big continuous due diligence. And ya di omo wie. Ye ni be akọ wie. And ya fini ya sha that's the first line of investigation omo energy we aba. Ye ni be akọ wie. Utie minister nkomo no di ya. Was say opayini kro o ye guarantee ni mo omo kra no. Yes, it's on your ho. Say, Sabi, no Caribbean Koso baby, which is a big issue.
Yeah, Castle on your more, yes, only who to me,
and tell Boba. I am some Boba. And I think that, and Manimiano abide in Nancy Formna was suspended for further investigation. I don't know your idea, my idea. Say, Unia Bana Francois. Broke a movement canipoto. Say, Barney saying. Ana abedu say
na salo to nearby France one can sir
welcome you hwe both sides said you be makano so ka say me emfa politics nkom na me ne adwese me emfa politics nkom yen kan say de tie ade we aban we baye MPP aban baye na eye contract da hodada sabi eye America aban Ghana aban ya through the MCC Millennium Challenge Corporation enter as agreement we about the poor compact. There was 6 projects. Emu bako and ECG financial operation turnaround. And then kofa as private partner asim buy. Brokom ye buy no. Na nshenda ho. Na nshenda ho a. Say private partner no MFA 80%. Na Ghana local partner MFA 20%. And I buy no was there be. Adentina dia ye dia. ECG dia se empo ye pan kronkom mokomu a adentin se kese ni koma sabi obi man so ni ya bre panya Ghana form so ashimbi na tim de adwuma aba ana sika ni pi kraka omamu ase enti aban call for review na ye ba so no sa contract na mu no nanka contract no enfie da ho no aye 25 years aban enom trans no about 20 years ni nyina no aban ehwe Ghana mine ade obeya or the bobo Ghana ban ho ban enti step bia ban take bia about this saying PDS and I say private partner arrangement no it's all to protect the Ghanaian interest in the whole arrangement enti say abobo aba sa me abenya ye friend saying partner be miracle Ghana ni wom 51% Ghana for 49 aye ekro so dia America for so interest because some of this can be super. Enti akra na say ya cross first barrier. Broka we because in the ban say na ehu. Sabi ade we etimi tu obia. Na ne minister kasa no ka che say even investing po. Na emfa 100% kam de ma no kan in terms. You go invest. Me mate bu ha. Enko fo bu enum ko invest no. First year na ehu say omo resource. Ai nyi papa. Na suspend you omo. Na investigation na yes and ya pamo ebu ho ye hu a me bako ye hu a to fana ye ansa na ye hu say no me twins and bako pass ye no de no pass ye no and one man o two kwan and the one pass no e fa de o pass and then buy enti ade we sabi one ye continue due diligence o fa hin ko hu enti ade no e ade a ye de aboa Ghana ban na nsenka abai pa anko open to adwuma nka wada e be say wa contract ma wie kana no esiso enti me ha no sen nanso no se de na minister ka no condition presidents no mameti omu atmamiti sa condition na we hwe due diligence ya continuous no na fe ya hwe sa hwe the condition subsequent and no my so ye so be shame we are sa no ma menu aka no rakwa me na kofa we aba na utie minister nso a yenka se ye twam yenka se agye from nsem do ka ne se or the bibia ba on hold yempe ye friend is saying asensen bia o de fa bibia to wansa ni yenhwem wi a na afedi ye hu ekwan a ere befa so rakwa me nanka si ananketie enanka eno me ko so se o mamu we mu a me gidi se Ghana ha anke betimi abaye ho ban pii wo kwan pii so o skase mu contract pii akokomu no senka ye wo mu ade hu se eno bi anko ye ese ni se ya ye nhye ni ye fanko ni mu a boy pii se utie ye fe ni say minister ba parliament na say na oka take your pay agreement no kan wasemi brother am on the line so we nice form say enough is enough ni ye ni se ya ana ifan fa na ase ya me gidi se anke betimi aboyen ama yetimi adiska akra kakroma sei nanso no mpempi so ya ntisa ya na yentimi fa na nsi fom yie wo hwe na wo kan bibi se amanfo akasa the civil society are issues yo kroma sei na very deal ne ka power deal back kroma sei amanfo kasa ya
okay
back we have to come back enti back on media there cost nothing say a step in the right direction because Sebia ache amantem nanso na ye is better late than never and it has no effect too on the power system and I say the power plant in fact we are not experiencing it.
It's just begun, hasn't it?
That's the point I initially raised. You were telling me I raised the point that we are not there yet. You are bombarding and by say no and you can so ebi anka do kan kebedu ho nanso aban the next form and we've had assurance say doom so there Broka me masoda e betina kroma say ama e manoma bi anum yen na say bibia dokure yen ntimi anka na afi de bedu ba bi no na e de ohaw e ba ye energy sector de mu a broka me do hakese na e brain if yenim say de yenim enche bia say de e ko dum so mu how e de ba o man we mu enen ke ba ha say anka say bia fidie bi si e kire ba bi na e to enso obi dance say ba hey can any susa men bahantem do have 20 past 8 o'clock na kania enum ye kuba kaya enche bia ye sare na Ghana ha se tie and say aban bon homoden na ohwese kania no begina so man na contract bi o ekohye mu no ye beto ya ye review ya ye ku ye ni mu a ye unso no ma bi anko ye nte say bibi no ya oye no welcome abutre ni gidi na se nyama aban we ne bo na baso ne kamfo no na inye gidi man se serial case obeye no ogosu ye na mgidi se enche biara said the minister kan ye no afiwe mu afuba ko ebesi mu no we got to the bottom of it and know say whether we are continuing with this same arrangement and I say bibinti no ebe varying kakra ni nyina no is in the best interest of this country. Look, I mean, dum so see kaka hu ya dum so ade ayam se be kom bi mo
empacho me free dum so na me brought to the issue right
welcome ade way is all leading to ade way is all leading to dum so
look I want
and
to
it's important
this year
I want to focus
the whole system
you're confusing 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 the facts
I'm chipping in something the still I got about doom so now this year alone 3 times the whole system network went off.
You
are not in the industry.
No. I'm saying it's a fact. It's a fact.
Boom.
By the fact that there could be some tripping somewhere, but is that doom so? The definition of doom so is that
the whole country tripping. That's what you're telling me.
See, last week New York, the whole of New York, bronze now went doing.
You Marty.
Senior, that's what can be na one case 100 na so me sape. You kroma say ni the frequency of such tripping na kan wasemi. Ni say dey na das esumu. And this aban bia bana o see the whole year. Me san dia and you're more about chrono nabaso. Na yanko so ni internet or investigation na eyemo. No come that.
A very good morning to you, Efia Morris, who says you're listening live and that PDS ECG won't test here. Efia Morris, marching. Bosher says, looking through the media budget, I can say the future is bright. We haven't gotten there. I hear you. Chairman General, we always vote them into power to advance Ghana, but we're always discussing, texting, and calling about how corrupt they are when they are in and out of power. Who has chopped which money? God save Ghana. Nana dollar pokwa se. Sabi je fibre. Mintio wa jinche osa asemi.
Chairman General.
Sabi je fi.
Asem we da ho no enya asem ketewa. Asem yi a odi atopunu si eni soso. Sa PDS asemi ehu mete akra no abomi pusa. Mesia femi wudi menkampo. I am totally speechless. Hey. So General Assembly. Look.
Now would you know?
The entire me is so worried. Doc man srenya srese. This is about yenkemia ho asem.
Emphasis on the two.
Na yajia to muse ehu hia ma omei. Enise ye di diagro. Because I saw ya and adwumaku a ye ka omo ho asem ne adwumayeku a omo chenkeni ankakran ma Ghana nwuma Ghana fiefie Ghana fo nyina nyepi. Sa asem ni ye ka ho asem. We nye dumso asem doc. Dumso de Dr. Bawomi a check my job online on ankasa G2 mu December 2016 said John Mahama eyi firi ho. Was John Mahama ended Dumso. Dumso officially ended 24th November 2015 and the jail loose shedding.
Look, I'm date way. Every time we become 25th November. No, 25th November 2015.
So, and yeah, no one's having a kite is in the past. And on our solver and then Musu said, was solver man a broso, man Kenya no broso do. Or ye take or pay and a musu or was a woman Kenya crowdos or Muhudia. So that is not what we are discussing today. In any case, the Uncle Lutije Kosoka and a fact. Say, Mamma born in the mismanagement of the sector and Tino Dumsona and Najoma may ye free one as answer because and Chabia is PDS a shed the load. Or my several load shedding activities are Chairman General or announce to be Kokrokoo.
In Pacho, me announce load shedding.
Oh, what announcement from the
I haven't announced load shedding.
System what I've heard you announce no,
in certain areas, our substations were on as our supply.
Refurbishment. He's correct. Yes. But apart from that, no,
them are not.
So that is very
but it's not load shedding.
Announcement. Thank you for the correction.
No,
but it is still a fact.
It is
still a fact. It is still a fact. So in the last 8 months, in fact, starting from November last year, ECG has been shedding load. So that one is a fact.
And Pacho, there's nowhere that is shedding.
No, they've been shedding load.
Please.
No.
Please.
Let's
be fair to the fact.
They have been
shedding load.
No, if make us say we are.
Shedding load.
Oh, no, hold on. Make us say we are.
Shedding load.
No, hold on. I will pull out online stories and show you PDS for Ankasa announcement and chest or shedding load. Nancy, you do so a big issue. I know my you can say counter excuses and justification. They issued the statements and there was a shortfall, so they were shedding load. I'll pull out all those statements to you, so that one is a fact. But enya no crumple one sem ne can in this PDS issue as somewhere that no enya sem ketu. This is not about doom so. It's got nothing to do with that. As someone here can say, Chama General. As someone here can say, Ghana ya so ya echeche Kenya ma ye nyina ye nya biisu. As on my yesi agina ye say, yempe ankrankra nyuma kuo na yemfa sa so ye ne hye wonsa. No mo rane. No mo rane a omo de sika ba bishim. We're looking at about $500 million in 5 years into afi bi $100 million. No more the say sika ne be share sa ECG adwuma yeko ni mu a aboa ma yanyina mohode ho nsemetimi agina ne naso. Na sa so ye netimi aye adwuma yi agege ne light bill yi ama yenkani agina so ama wo manya mfaso. Enti you go through so many processes and you did choose to say adwuma yeko aye from PDS. 49% a Philippines company a Miracle, 51% a consortium of Ghanaian companies. And as I'm more better on the say, sa PDS for a the ECG or my Ghana Japadia Kessia Sasha on Samo. A ye fraka dam no more fast to be just Juban. That is what is on the table this morning. Right. Yes, see what in Shishaya, that's our agreement in honor. Now was say omode ejinamu ba the friend of guarantee ba. Guarantee worth $900 million. Say ampa omu osika afibias $100 million per year. In 5 years about $500 million. Omu benya to invest in ECG. E was omunya sa guarantee ni ba. Say ampa omu osika. Omo de krata from insurance company from Akut omo Qatar and e be kire ye mpanyimfo na nado danko akufo ado aba mu mpanyimfo so omo guarantee and ye gina so de ECG ejapade nyina hye wonsa 5 months ni ejapade ne hye wonsa omo jeje menu mienu light bill ye sika akodi omo nsem di omo nya free mo bi anim afedie aban na be ka kire oh ye mfonso yeah, young from so I don't know. Guarantee no jinamu no mudi free kata adwuma yekwa
I don't sami hu ya osriana.
What buy ye no? Ye hu say there was set ne sa chance no or ye froster. Read the story. Government itself is convinced.
Where is this seated?
There has been material and fundamental breaches with regards to security, what is called demand guarantee or modiaba, fundamental and material. Ask any law student what that means. Fundamental and material breaches. In fact, I will read it, and then they are sorry from 3 News, they are sorry from Ghana Web, My Job Online. I find problem with the company. They say guarantee no modiaba na enye papa. Because our court company na guarantee ni free on channel. E de krata bre Ghana say ye nim guarantee we hu bibia. The sign ye nim po ye nim no into a null and void enye adwuma. This is what we are talking about. Eti another ma question na chairman general na wo bisa ye nua panyi kodwo opon kromo kasama aban. Any questions are me wo fa allotage cause no reason very important. The issue of due diligence. In rehwemu ben and a buying penny for ye and sana ye di ECG or my japadia kakra say eba be share sa company yinsa na eba be ka say omuni guarantee omuni sika bia no ma be dada e frakadam nhwemu ben due diligence ben almost yo where your continuous first of all you rekodwo upon kroma say prima facie no omo guarantee ne name bi enya no kore. The lawyer nika prima facie say enisu on the face of it. So be submitted guarantee banner was how you due diligence and you don't use prima facie evidence. You go beyond prima facie because prima facie says what it looks like on the face of it, on the face of the record. Due diligence is not about prima facie. Due diligence is about investigating. Say me say many abai ba be dia adwuma na me the guarantee about from an insurance company called Akut in Qatar say ampami wusika. Investment now. The basic due diligence check that any responsible government will do is to find out from the insurer now where issue guarantee is it coming from you? There has not been any such correspondence from Aku say ampa that guarantee if you want. So the issue of prima facie, the issue of continuous due diligence or more can no confuse amount for no so nim embemukra. Because that condition we are can want them guarantee no. A lawyer for say your condition precedent. I was say PDS for no mudi Kenya and some pony any of sign contract. And our contract now effective. No matter take you over ECG. So you can say we were satisfied at one point, but your continuous due diligence On a condition precedent, what is our understanding of condition precedent? You finish that. That is the meaning of condition precedent. You finish that before the agreement takes effect. This shows, say, can we will not be having this conversation. Say, guarantee, and papa. But you see, Chairman, who you so where be?
Yeah.
What's the same way? Rem.
Oh, no,
rem because they are buying catcher and it doesn't add up. Me, it would take Obofo Gabriel to convince me, say, they are buying Canadian. They didn't know of these breaches, these in quote fundamental and material breaches. Why? Yeah, we're Ghana. As we are from Institute for Energy Security, IES. And the crata about one thing, the children we said. PDS for agreement yanya papa o abanya papa na guarantee o makwa kofa bano eye paper kwa sika bi anta achiri. The guarantee is defective. IES forecast the same way enye. You can Google and check. Omu vie ya enua chama je no wonu yaketo John Jenapo from the minority NDC e de krata ba bonten. Say guarantee no modi aba na nya papa inti aban pa won disclose no obi hu guarantee kro no modi aba o mo kire so mo sika $500 million to invest in ECG in 5 years. Abaya mfimpo yes o ye dede eni etwa ball no so pa na o ye politics o ye eni so pa na ene na da ho no. So in the face of all these warning signals, government cannot tell us that they didn't know. Why? How much does it take to call our court or to send a rep from Ghana to our court to go and verify the authenticity of that guarantee?
You see.
Ah, we free some man. Come on. You see, create loot and share gone bad. You see, Chairman, project Nabako 7 is saying. John Dramani Mahama address why you fit here say with this power compact under the MCC arrangement with US Abine. Ninja say US Abine say my $498 million near the atoto nyeme ye ewo ECG. Now as part of that, yes we empower Crown Crejume ku the friend of concessionaire. No so first sika machine. Abine that not say the doctor kan nhihye ni nyina. Na ya request for qualification ama 6 international companies. And the crata abase or more interest in ECG on person 6. Uncle Lotte no ECG or bidi madansi 6. Abai way by almost Ghana stake a woman 20% ya pese de 51. No problem. Inti ya sasa ni na almost sasa no. And companies akakake wom tier 1 and tier 2 companies, international companies ni na say we ni eni ansa na de ye offer ye be de ba. Ti say ya withdraw ya twe mo free. Omo twe omo free mu no. Company back DXC consortium no almost you disqualify or more. I know so you rem quite fast to disqualify or more broad benenti so. Now fe die enko yen konkoti aka miracle nko a. Miracle for is when 51% Ghana partnership. O ma be die wie 3 months after I approve o mo bid. Now fe die so ya tia say ye be ma mo Ghanaian partners. Even the Ghanaian partners, look at the main Ghanaian partner of this PDS, a miracle for PDS company from TG Energy Solutions. Honorable George Rapomo raising issues. Say, Andrea Japamesa, second D, MPP MP, or your director. Ba Sofia Koko. On a Yura Gabioche da Comune Yajuma or Dankwa Institute, or Kahubi. Any penny forward where Kahubi. When by so na mo fa so choose sa Ghanaian companies yi emu be na da ho other companies nya send nya sa konya ni bi. How competitive and fair transparent was that selection process? Na anya bia sa local companies na mo choose no kura no ECG adwuma no mo te ase omo suahunu omo experience omo track record omo say sika no. As a matter of fact, Honorable John Jenapo the evidence ba be kire say the main Ghanaian shareholder, TG Energy Solutions, at the time of taking over ECG, no money even a physical address. Office no money. Yet under all these shady circumstances, Jumano, Emma, Sampeni Fui. Are we surprised? And now you say, I've heard the Baba just a guarantee, no? And you fake. And your papa. No money. They are there no more pay free Sampeni for no wa, will be up punitia, and Unti, and Aquafa. Boardroom Wrangling here by Tremaminpin. And you say, Chairman, this excuse say ye ba be yen hwemu ye be yen inquiry nti yen twen it is neither here nor there. Aban statement na wa issue no definite. Enya say aban say afi na menya preliminary evidence enti me kwa investigation to conclude. They said the doctor can know. Aban say me wo conclusive evidence if I can read the statement. Say what committed material and fundamental breaches into Ejumani are suspended. So if there is going to be any investigation at all, it is going to be about those who have been involved in committing those breaches. Whether it is misrepresentation, whether it is fraud, it is going to be about that. It is not going to be about whether or not because maybe I read the cool to for now guarantee the flow on chamber or my case in the pin say fake in flow on check. And that is a fact. You see, me opinion doctors say, yeah, ma baya baswa baya ya there, say when yanku kudru. Hey, what time of my Japan the ECG, aqua private company, sir. Company and one casa over Bekache say, Onisika, Oni Jinemubi a chess or Sika, say Jumano. It wasn't here the money in the first place. You try a light bills are more. We see Sika, and yes, Sika. What they have used the money for and whether they can account for that money, nobody know. We don't know the financial losses.
I'm particularly see from where. Let me come in.
Now, what the catcher say? Yes, I'm so much in some for what? For this mess? If we were serious as a country, number one, Minister for Energy. Sebwache Jakuno Kahubina, Honorable Peter Mewu Kahubia. By now, was a commercial resignation letters. They should be prosecuted for if for nothing at all for what the lawyers call criminal negligence.
It's not. It doesn't lie in your mouth.
It's my suggestion. It's my opinion as a Ghanaian. Sir, this defect is patent. It is not latent. Obia or person or guarantee who's a guarantee you're correct. They would have called the insurance company issue here. They can't tell us that they didn't do that basic check. So for that criminal negligence alone, people must be prosecuted. And yes, because this is serious. This cannot happen in other jurisdictions, and ministers of state will still be at post and says,
my boss, my man,
30 seconds. Now, you say, company in penny for no so. When a response because maybe Miracle was not part, but maybe another Ghanaian partners or the other way around or both. Whoever is responsible for perpetrating this fraud against the people of this country must be prosecuted and sanctioned. Now, media they make say ECG no any ECG ye per concession Ghana for betu nyaye. We cannot trust this government to go and get another foreign partner. This one may see. So I support the uncle Luteka. Let us Ghana for one casa this time around. See a partners. No.
May that say some pure speculation on that point. It is his own opinion. And Pacho, don't repeat that one. Why may that say? But Pacho may repeat here and why? I am speculative. But this one says, don't worry, guys. This is also double track on a light note. ECG has done 3 months. PDS has done 3 months. So it's the 10 of ECG again. No wahala. But on a more serious note, Mr. Jeffy and Dr. Nema, can you kindly listen, please? Thank you. Chairman General, good morning. This ECG PDS saga is rather disturbing. What else have we contracted without the proper due diligence? What other projects are we conducting without the requisite checks? Here we are now reversing luxury tax. Wasn't it properly thought through? Could the free SHS program have been better thought through? Could the handling of the financial mess have been better thought through? All these are really worrying and reduce investor as well as people confidence. The president says bauxite mining in Etiwa will not disturb the ecosystem. Really? Has he properly thought it through? Good day to all. Fire sends that. Good morning, Fire. We're thinking through. Ha. Sampai Machibrem.
Chairman General.
Sampai.
Mami Chow no achieve for.
Yeah, Joseph.
No ma ehwe yen. Na yefwa efre abo bi democracy. Democracy.
Sorry.
Enunti.
Sorry. I just Chairman General. But the American, my job online 5th April 2019. PDS first load shedding timetable out. 8 regions affected. So that was what I was talking about. Or my load shedding debris. Oh, it was a small intervention. Thank you.
Chairman.
Monsieur.
Democracy in tea. But they quickly, you know, Papa Kofi Buzia, Prof. The book be a trauma, a symbol of democracy. And there you no baby or national theatre. Democracy in tea. Not to be a bro. Democracy in tea.
It will be very.
And I must have me Jemfi. And then this for be a car, some say Domo Cannon. Allotation, some Nasa Kama Park, I say. My young fat among yourself, Enka. Dr. Nyama at the Twaso. Now, the usual propaganda, a massive more Savage and Finmuntimin Cantino. Let's see the wings of propaganda.
Anybody who criticizes
Eddie Kind. Eddie Kind.
Sometimes.
See a fragate dam.
Calm down.
Chairman.
There's no need to
see
shout.
A fragate dam.
Boko.
Matthias here.
What's it? Yeah, but down boss. Because the Okakan down boss are listening a bit. Down boss.
Down boss. So you would cost down ball. I have your blue balls.
You pay blue balls. You pay down boss. I don't know your day. Jawaso. Pacho to us.
Chairman.
Yes.
Some way cover buy. And yet MPP are buying. And the cofa PDS are buy some. At the board, my gun. Yamfa ECG, and Cotton, and my private entity, and your MPP are buying. Says a medium say, young chimpan for Bimuma, and you read your Mahama, and the Georgina Ponum, and the Sedika Chuom.
Is that your final answer?
What's it?
Is that your final answer?
That is to what you
say. Shall we address the issue? And I open to address it.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about the issues. So say, Yakoto Ama.
Come on,
Yakoto Ama. Because as my year can, we're looking at how an important entity as the energy sector, electricity, sanity, beba, na abwa, na edumedia yedi ne ha, unkanye num na obias beje bia na edumano, abwa ma development akoso no. If you start going on the tangent there, sana asem ye beka no. But I also want to state to the public say, asem we nyina kofa ban no, enye mfie mienu ni. If you be num, MPP ba ba mu, na process sini nyina no ma ye awie. The MPP be ye say 20% anom so am dey more mine yetimi bo aye me 51%. Yetimi kan to aso say workers a electricity company of Ghana I chairman we interview one union leaders samre no nom say beyi won adi into amon preso aban ma assurance say with the new deal with the new arrangement won be maintain one nyinara apart from wo a wo pese wo ankasa wo jai na company no a work severance awards bi e di amount and gratuity bi na wo jai. And once she say yen gidara na ndisi aban aye atoho awie womni America aban under leader
Adam mobile mancham
we say
Adam by mancham
chairman says sika $500 to $450 million na for aye kan no na sika no alandi dadao
Adam mobile mancham
chairman betwe akutwam
why not
we agree with the media there no
we are sovereign state
no we are sovereign state but near the committee with that
because you're looking at blaming NDC for.
No, I'm not looking at blaming NDC. Because as someone else a medium fee can chairman, and one and can say stop in his tracks.
Say,
oh blame say abai we say.
You signed a contract.
Please. Who can submit here? Who can submit here? Dima. Oh, please.
You cancelled what you met.
Who can submit here?
Sorry. Proceed.
Chairman, me person make kai SCX no. E dey abeka ho akansem. But no crowd was him no moon say.
But and
I'm bang and that's what on mine ye too. A bang at a bomoding and Samitia or can at the coca say, credit and share. The all can say that Babamun Crawford Bimpo or Quampo Cobor, you're a mess a company, a ding a womb. Telling you said there's somebody in this government. The company account to create loot and share. It is a me my bemunipa. Company can one, Nanka Pacific investigation, and they're going to company. This is where, as I buy no, your bona basus why are there. Per the logic of the NDC, said, or one more can say no. This is where I buy no, as I say, why are there? A dear, see who say, or see on the surface of it, no, gentlemen, who could bid for contract. What would Nico Jobons and Nanti contracts a sign came who be brave with your processes no.
No officer.
Oh, no, NPR. Oh, no, NPR.
No,
process and Catabia bar. The ordinary VAT certification, Bebano. You never made calls to VAT. When your process, no, Mokwanam who say, Bebia Tuchma, you do further checks. And the time beyond 1 year side, we are on the surface of it, no, a confidence in business partners. I don't our business, no, what I'm talking about. On the confidence, on the confidence
there are certain times.
Some guarantee.
I want to contract.
They look at the surface, then they do due diligence.
Not payment guarantee for $900 million.
Please.
Condition precedent.
What sort of life is that? I can heckle you more than I can heckle. No, but you sat here for the 30 minutes you spoke. No, I don't like it.
Insurance, I don't like it. But what you are, it behoves on that committee now to investigate the matter or you correct or not correct.
After takeover or before takeover?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Before, after takeover.
After.
What your mammy is
General. So you have the ongoing process. Nipa no abadwumam. Ya be hu se niema bia e course no enye. Aban atuninan asi ho. O se enye hwehwemu. De se enye hu se no ka say wo mu ntwa contract no yet. De o maka ne say wo matwe asensen said the kwadwo ema scenario bi of a taxi driver ne owner asem no wo matwe asensen nti ya twa asensen no afa ne ye ehwehwemu ne wie ne hu de tuamu a eho na ne nyina nim se ba ko mienu miasa ye kabo mu a eye nan nti yefa enkonkoto baby ese de ye nyina ye pani se ade papa ebeba ma oman no anya ho faso na wo di ka kotutu anamon ekoye nkrata na wahwemu na wi abeka nkrofo na ye de o mbae no enye Ghana banpo na ye wo mo ho hwehwem kase o the American partners.
That's right.
American partners apart from a for no a year for mo pull out no BX ni na tefo nya America for na yi wo mo free mu Miracle as hwan no a wo fi Levies amonka no a wo mo na ye the biggest shareholder no wo mo
not biggest, they are 49%.
Okay, the mother company no woman edo omkrata buy no sebi enye sampan anam mame akua na so ne kofom buy o womni America for no any dinkita ho ansa na womo ba o man.
You're shifting responsibility to the Americans.
Whose responsibility?
Okay. Ministry of Energy they are.
Of course, that's why that you have a responsible government that is investigating. One can move Janisa, SCS, Mukoya, about $340 million to code insurance muno, Manko Manfulumpo Makwaji. Manfulon Makwaji, Miano, it's not some neba. Yeah, chairman, you paid equalization, but so when your beer or no accessing to what you are to. No babet, Tiamuse, medium to a cleaner. And when I am dear some neba near Kokanisano. But in all lessons, the young yepe, any day, Alitokai, any day, Dr. Niamakai, knows the best way for the country. And here near the assembly battle. A dear way of Moyano, they are not seeking for victimization.
How would you know?
They want, German, but how would you say they are seeking for victimization?
How would you
want
know?
To rectify issues? Yes, say, a dear be uncle ye. A dear uncle ye, yes, we are. That's a cool ye. Na se wo ka se nipa no wapam no eno na betumi aka se victimization se hwehwem nya se anko yie na say na contract no etie nti say na se ye no dia ne wo se mrakwan no so na chairman general yafa na di aye se adwuma no mentwe enka ne tintin asem no ne kuro wo mu ni se enye aban we na akwa ne mfum so wo mo sate adwuma no ye ndisi fo no mo etutu papa so man krata sem we se nyina wo man hwe ni yie a enne aban bia ba no so behwehwem ahwe se niema no ekoyie na bebo man Ghana no yemmo na baso na committee na ye adwuma no wo mo nkeka wo ho na bia o ka ho bia no so na famu de ode beka ho ma adwuma na kontem no na kontem amayen energy sector especially with electricity yentimi fani agro ewo o man Ghana mu ha me person me kodum so na se for na be different topic altogether next time ne yehu the nuances and otherwise of it titimi chairman Midmanu besi ha na ya to aso ya other important matters to discuss. If you are na ye hu de o ma
for the benefit of the TFO, you are very factual and truthful to the facts. And this you are buying any contract to PDS. As a matter of fact, under John Mahama, there was nothing like PDS. NDC are buying advertisers request for qualification. You have 6 companies, including Miracle. Na Ghanaian companies, Bianca Oman BDB. Aban we buy no best son the selection criteria.
What is the Kaka is a Miracle? And PDS,
6 companies, Nina,
Miracle now can watch it and any PDS they
you're confused.
And you're not here.
Miracle is a subset of PDS. I better know when PDS
subset.
When you talk about PDS
is a subset.
Let me take these noisy people off my show and to also know not share other areas that we can discuss. And I put some more on this particular matter. Because it looks like it keeps going back and forth and back and forth. In the meantime, Ifya Morris, thanks for listening. Ifya Morris, have a good day. And then this one says, Samuel Kweku Apia, enjoy your birthday, Mr. Samuel Kweku Apia, from Na of UTV and Esther in Kansa. Let's see, 1 2 1 2. So then also a more important episode they can.
Oh, Chairman.
Yes.
Chairman, me patrol not make cancer kitwe be na. So the point I'm person making emphatically ni say enya John Jenapa na John Mahama buying a year contract na MPP beto so. This PDS arrangement, the selection of PDS, the award of contract to PDS was done under the Akufo-Addo government, March 2019. It was not a continuation of any agreement and any sign. In your selection process on they changed it, did a new put in place a new selection criteria, chose Miracle, disqualified BXC consortium, and formed this Ghanaian consortium made up of TG Energy Solutions. MPP are buying a year. It's got nothing to do with NDC. They are not want the responsibility to check the authenticity or the veracity of the guarantee from our courts insurance. Was therefore this government was signed an agreement with Eddie ECG. A share PDS sponsor, which is President Akufo-Addo's government, Sampain's government.
But as usual, has been politicized, we will lose the issues. Somebody says, can you call MEDA and ask them what criterion they used? Well, we've been trying to get somebody from MEDA. Unfortunately, Yensa Enka Obiasa, you do what? You do MEDA. Chairman General, I'm confused. Why have we left the technical people, that is MEDA, and blaming the politicians? We're leaving the chief directors and those who do the work off the hook. Aqua Johan, it's not very easy to get them to speak when such issues go public. And then this one from Kofi Seidu says, it's only an underperforming government that would always blame the opposition for their incompetence. And then we do politics with every national issue. So people were expecting the government to ignore the abnormalities they found in the contract they signed with PDS. How can we move forward if we behave like this? Stephen Arthur Ashonman states. And then we have come to where we are because of our attitude towards public work. PDS or ECG will live to see. David Bequin Tete from Senya Breko, AKSB City. Who sends that one in. So long as there will be uninterrupted power supply arising from the suspension of PDS, I see no reason why there should be any qualms. Kwame, for me, whether PDS or ECG, the value is the same. Sir Obama in Pokwase sends that one. And then let's see if I have any others here. My pompe, or they had here. Now, this one says we copied privatization without any deep thoughts. We simply do because we're told it is good. Example, can you imagine Ghana without oil in the last 5 years? They call themselves politicians but have no trust in their own people. We train all sorts of engineers and never give them the chance to be engineers because we just can't imagine ourselves achieving success independently. When we collapsed all the factories by Nkrumah, Have we replaced them with any? And please tell Sampine that knowing about democracy does not make you a genius. Even the West only apply democracy when it suits them or makes sense. Kofarus in Tema. And Asemu. And then this one says, let Sami Jenfi know that it's not about rhetorics here. Is he saying that if you find something wrong in an agreement signed, you can't suspend it and investigate? In law, it's deception and he knows it. To say it's create, loot and share shows he's just being political. Erika Ponsabuatin, tax expert. Koku Mauli Nanegba says, the question is, why would government give ECG's 2 billion CD worth of assets to a company to manage without first ensuring performance guarantee and performance monitoring, both of which are conditions precedent in the concession agreement? This is unimaginable. We must probe this. The Herald newspaper and Larry Dogbe deserve commendation for the consistency in exposing the matters. Koku Mauli na Agba. That was simple. 10:20. Okay, Alade?
Yeah, Kwame.
Any other comment, any other business, or you want to stick to this matter?
Major topic in easy, no, any other matters.
Because my time also. But, Bem, Chado.
Kwame, never open 11:50.
There be 1.1150, 1.1045.
Kwame, media review. I and many parliamentarians were problem kaka. I'm happy there, Dr. Nyamawa. I had to be a Ghana Parliament now, only a full compliment. And the Oma and you may be called often Swazi. Navy, yeah, political standing. Say, if I'm part of the majority, and you may be Rukochua, Manka. And the time the onus fall on are the opposition for the Wanka. No one's who when you be no wisdom, why embellishing, no why did it. And the boy in there or many my ye. Kwame, and no question meaning a bunny bialing you are Obaba power. Obakades or present in a budget. Budget in the there will not be increases somewhere. No, there's no opposition to parliament. Or no, the Aban buried the budget or Bobun Simaman. The Abana has it. I mean, it's a situation I had to my capimende. But I no, or there ye shum ne you. There are na Abani budget or presenting for 2019. Sika was a man or the Aya Badi could read him. And that is the responsibility of Parliament. I think that they are checking their responsibility. And there are many as a new opponent or Kobantman. Also, a spokesperson for.
As I said, but you are crowd or Kobantman.
Oh,
on the way to maybe create no contest.
Somebody be a politician. I was a better. Oh, no, can't be there. Oversight committee, parliament, work all rounds, monitor, evaluate government projects. Then they can. Now, me say, "Yen can you see him?" Kwame, say Ghana for an parliament or approve a budget for a sitting government, or what the parliamentarians in with their select committees say what transporter. I mean, they mean for one reason or the other. Enyama Kuku Esiama ne Jogati worry nya. What me nya you? Until they are one of the best ministers. You can raise your hand. What you may you? Ne adi worry ye. Until you when ne say in Gani ye one. I mean. Frenny and other taxi driver moko may then me there abani sika yet money dam no was iron a human or record no one way and a human what shall say and sana was the media review was about oh yeah papa until parliamentarians don't fail us now walk around walk your inspection where them we are no was about parliament you buy him. No, we be your parliamentary hazard. ne ya shwem ne ya gede o the presentation in chairman for the select committee and for any other committee biara were present, and you should speak to the public. Tell us then when you are warrior, apart from the floor of parliament in one select committees in ejuma wake dam na bana ye no we do ya ye ndama nchane me yet to wine Kwame. Here priorities. What are our priorities? What are our priorities? Kwame.
Alete.
Yes. The government has succeeded on free SHS because it's their flagship. Amafakum. Yeah, did on the issue of and mass former students at local school. What you know will be failed. This year report there's an improvement. But what about the others? Abana truncate roads. What shall I say? Wa Mahama Nabido. What's a warrior auditing? Auditing what you Ghanaians should know. There are now roads here, war truncate here, war auditing, and a more sensible woman. So I hear the man, you better engineer here, not there. Chifuse Buapayo, and I am whom or can. Then one, in your fancy, you better there. I do one in tea. No, aban or truncate those projects. Because in your government is a continuous process. It is a auditing to them, my PDS is a about in them 1 year human. Because it doesn't benefit the government in power, neither the political party. It benefits the people of this country. Next, what one get roads in Yasa Porto, Ghana roads. About 85% of Ghana roads. Why a Porto?
85%.
Oh, Mama, get your Kwame.
Tobala,
Kwame, it's just from it's just from one capital to another. Kwame, I'm telling you, it's just from one capital to another. Good roads. But baby, Obama here production I was so nothing. Since I get a baby or here, I'm giving you an example. The washer, I see them Ankerford Junction to Prasu Road. Why you so beautiful? What you could do? Jukwa, no what on getting project. Now all day on the Kakum National Park. Abrofu walk hopa. Abrofu hopa. There from Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Say extra buses are also no call. Now we could do Jukwa pet na kayasam. I'm happy there. I'm happy there. Since Allah was account, no will be complete. My full piano, Emmy. May ye try in the year road to no be ye. Because here road to ye, the farmer in the rural area or the native band in the river. You crocus him no about one hour. Umbre until let us where sir Aban better only will take criticism from the opposition. Oh, yes, you need to brave the storm, move forward and make sure there who put there or the way you mean aye. Nezaya ne di bitu nchen na kayasam. Kwame ibio.
Alete for me.
Mercy from Kwame Shatampa.
I want time aso.
Mercy from Kwame. Parliament minister ni budget also go to parliament in and President Mahama ni sunsuma abeshim.
Denta.
Nja odu energy na politics abubebum. It was uncalled for. President Mahama wabe enizo. Wabe enize. Me so me 4,200 capacity power generation. Which are hot. Iyan sisi onu as finance minister. Jo ohiya otobo buana bani in there. Ma ode yenyi mi, ma yepede yenyi. Increase petrol na adwin impower from there. Me increase petrol. My reasons why I yepede increase petrol. He increases so share the common man walking on the street there and about affecting Kesa and no affecting. Never on this petrol bubble from that the price of petrol. Oh, we should allude to ourselves. Since Yabo Iran as a Mosibo, Obama will shoot a call, baby, I want here on Yas and Papa. Kwame, this is what we want. This is what we really want. The Abani Butuma Bobwa. Obeying any priority there from this mid-year to the end of 2019 the more roads to them was abi na yewu the roads in Orokodo akubi so ayewu ni onye daman Wuni Valley road ya Kwame egeye MC wo hoi
Abosu Junction Wuni Valley daman
the printers devil and the demon's hand na Oma the maji okay free. And you see, the minister should punish people for it. Why? Where we are roading. Yes, there was a contract between the previous government and then they go face for. They look, me waive taxes. Usu skene benya for bo never ye dem rosi man. Ma rosi we. So we were abena builder. We it is for Ghana. It is not for MPP, neither for NDC. But the issue is, in your presentation to Parliament, if you wrote that we no wake free me there no so banana or beshasa. In the opposition for they will arm themselves. You are giving them bullets to fire you at your back. And see, you better yet from the minister. Una was a kaka on road that we was a kaka on there. Adi, I know some people feel better how I got you there or your chobo. It shouldn't happen that way. And say you can lastly, Kwame, if I should land, it's about Greek.
You are landing now.
Yeah, I'm landing now. MV Alote is arriving at my port. Into Milan. Kwame, Agric also should be one of our priorities. You shall see with youth in farming. Nah, I'm so about to do with planting for food and jobs. Mess up in there. Here youth are one many what dozen unemployed youth. Now say what they raring for food and jobs aba. We are from place. Me repeat it you. A from place alone can be the food basket for this country. Nenche yen studenti say abanu butu me create ranch na waton nenchi was am rent any will stay ho. No wanye nenchi wanye mwenu wanye mponchi wanye nkoko. It will go a long way of helping us to reduce unemployment. Only because agric alone can catapult this economy. Ne yefa yenyan ko to baby ala. Lastly, yeah, oh yes, Ghana yenyan. Ghana yenyamwa. Baby P in the Damofia TV Kwame. Ibinumwa ikrobidu was one fan yami betche wo busumi frɛ ho info was there. Wombo to ball na ono the want to aba. Ball and so one wo create. If you win pictures one from our gudu na work with Janai. Na ekrofuna want to mobilize one. No want to do the mazi into the bia Ghana for me ever so in the abambe demo alote be funo MP for Kwada Sunia and Pacho Brem alote are you from
chairman that's it
Kwame na say you are anti alote
Kwame na anti do kasadi na e komutie no ne kasadi ya na de na chairman na minua samje fi kasa na me sre na unti ase
na a rude.
Aye.
Na omo mutie ne me ame moderate show no as odi ye ho fel.
Facha me.
Anything na make us and I said you were not showing respect to your own parents.
Aye facha me omo say me this facha me na abranche no me area wote no me di agro ho pa.
And facha omo kwa bontin ko di agro mu wi amaba.
That means I'm sure so we might have cross path along the way. Na me a nice guy na said the politics I no na me say hey.
Politics I then.
Said the Brako na asema ye kanu boko wa interview minister wa hechiremu makamediam hechiremu said ye na o put emphasis on the near brain na me hwe na say that hechiremu ntum fa nche me etie for ne Brako ne mbofo ai eshi ha na
alote namesake Jimmy Alote.
Yeah.
Also, main control the ships don't land. They either dock or berth. Planes land.
But ship no a special ship.
It's your own ship right there.
Yeah, got you know, or a Viking ship.
It will land. Well, Jimmy Alote also make a ship a special ship on our land. Land. Yes, honorable.
Mestre, na a friend is saying, Minya, some Jeffy can be. Or body to be or say doom so end the officially. But you apply some free because my this argument on several occasions. Someone focus any ending doom so ending so. Now my date, the 25th November 2015. And doom so end the officially diplomacy. And I'm just say I am the crowd because Brokami.
Yes, sir.
More later was here. Ora a friend is a Kabadonko, a Chocoma, His Excellency John Dramani Mama. Date near 30th December 2015.
That resignation.
No. Yeah, okay, say, last but one paragraph. Because say, but we need to complete a few details to the next few weeks to bring a final end to the load shedding. He's saying, we are not there yet. And somewhere down the line, okay, say, he has failed to meet the promise. Yeah, or promise Ghanaian said he's going to use a year to end Dumso.
What's the date of that?
The date is 30th December 2015. You quoted 25th November 2015. Okay. So even at the end of 2015, the minister then resigned on the basis that he couldn't solve the issue, and the letter here clearly states that. And the whole year of 2016, Brakwame, the whole year of 2016, that position was vacant. The government didn't find anyone suitable to occupy that position. So that 1 year, who actually did the work? The man who was there prior, no, most went man yet or resigning. So who was there?
Honorable John Jennifer took over.
No, he wasn't. No. If we deputy, won't be acting substantive position as a minister. They have to be someone. They have to be someone, a substantive minister from another ministry, to come there and do it. And the fact is clear. So that now my Dumso was still there. And to me, I said, Dumso 1 year, the year politics, Dumso light. Now we experienced it. When we came, we saw that there was darkness. 2017 thereabouts. You can check those things from even this commission. The records are there. But welcome, take your pay. I'm going to come for home. Because how no pay no bra come. Then na say I in the past. Now me in fact who be effort take pay no be better say ye. Bra come ni na say dey ye mfa say fleet of cars. Be a VIP buses ko Kumasi. Passengers have a good station. Epe cars akọ. Cars no esisi ho. Na man been to. Na man for ba almost ye be see cars no me enkoy. Na bus operator na bus owner ba was okay, let me get you more buses. No other more buses now, but now still the passengers are there waiting to be transported. No more complaining. Now you still keep on importing, bringing in more buses, but the buses are not moving. Even at a point, buses number, bus no. Now do also apply buses number. Now catch you say, I don't think you need this bus. Also, I need them, because you have to justify why you think you need that. Meanwhile, the person selling the bus to you knows say. Because he knows the numbers you have and he knows your demand. For you to guarantee to the person say Oba Omokano Odie Fabra now Bakas will be in Tramukana Miamitriaka. That is what happened. And the buses now be go baby passengers no Omafa Ebia 5 buses a day. Also the 20 buses be go home. You say then now my buses no 8 year. Oh, 20 buses. We don't need 20 buses.
And now it's not as if take opinion in it's volumes, no quantity, no problem.
That's because there is demand. We know how much we consume in the country, and we know how much we have to put on it for emergencies. We know. So why go way beyond it? I've seen argument. So because we have dependable this, we have that, and all those things. It's true, but. Say bad power more. For you not to incur extra losses, no. Then you operate at your optimal. Because it goes beyond it, it's extra. So be baby business organa. He has to ascertain whether there is demand for whatever he's bringing. But you don't go all your way and then create market for the person. So be the akutu, I say tom akutu no yanto. Also banam yeto yanto metriaka. And the way you are there, I say contract be say no I no man saying dada no. Ya hwem the dada. Nye ya ban kura and this ya ban so. Na so ya track na how many be pem. Since Abraham minister ka say ya hwɛ no ma we mu a ebetim the asem abrɛ. And we all support fully welcoming and no minister in the parliament. Say in shey be say no more than half of young generation no goes under this pay or take agreement. And pay or take no Braka mo say ye far more than 40% impo. Enti pi go hono mu a ye nyusu a etwa hoka. Braka na ukan wasema obi say oh and ye monton mo export we. Why do you have to do someone's business for the person? Why do you have to bring in so much and say you ain't got no? Say no you say there's market in Africa and I say in the sub-region. Why wouldn't that person go and sell the power and he has to give to us and we go and sell to the person? And to media they make an answer coming. We need to be serious when it comes to power generation. Because yes your pence 5 pesos 1 pesos. Now so no all the numbers the boom one. So we've done so much to reduce the hardship when it comes to electricity tariffs. In the past, people were comparing rent and cost of electricity in our homes. Cost of electricity, no more ding, crashing rent. The ESLA then is not the ESLA now. Maybe they have the same name, but what goes into the ESLA has changed. Has changed to bring relief. The ESLA then you shouldn't make mistake. I've heard arguments. Oh, yeah, the ESLA bar, yeah, the machines are bad to lubricate. That argument is flawed because the ESLA then was charging the public lighting levy 5% on every kilowatt hour, charging the national education levy 5% on every kilowatt hour. Yeah, but we reviewed it. We brought it down to 2% and 3% respectively. And you can't say that you are supposed to it was bringing hardship on us. No, it is the same as ours. In fact, for the past year, price stabilization and recovery levy, free of the past year. And to be aware, they say no pumps and fluctuations like in the past. We've had price now, around 5 but free it's only about 12 pence on petrol and 10 pesos on diesel. But no, I buy a year for just to bring us relief. And Minister Bayo said, why be? Emma Basso say power no how no ecoform why increase a friend is saying tariff by 20p, which is okay because in the past the 12p we are not even paying for it. Nani no sebeba let me I improve on the existing system. Now come and say about we know we are on track as we promised because all the things we promised now we share your budget we more yam promise bianca say mama akonya next time you buy at so yeah now you buy in our first time now everything that we promised at least we've tacked it everything but you know the condition that the condition that we inherited you know you buy finance man me economics but are there guiding me if I want to know the strength of the economy it's the debt GDP ratio. It tells you, it doesn't matter how much I've borrowed, but it gives you an idea how the economy has grown and how much has come in. It gives you an idea. You buy a 73% and over. A car, Sabi, a my way, Edino, a Dokru baby, a fat baby. You buy a Timmy Aboka, a Timmy Abobosanibi. They expand the base. They expand the base. And by economy, no agro, I'm a ratio. He said we are in about 55 or 53, which is perfect. So we are coming down.
One thing I've always heard from the year 2001, we inherited a bad administration.
Chairman, that's the Dikai. I think this issue about Dumso, Dabe, and itimi to us free of my Ghana.
Why are you going back?
A 7 po and Casane say, John Dramani Mahama buying in a year dum so free ho etchin Jibia na ho. And what dance ye kitameha? And Negana man penya bediche, His Excellency Dr. Bawumi Ankasa Dumwase. Or said Mahama deserves no credit for fixing Dumso. 15th March 2016. Or said the running mate of the New Patriotic Party, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, has said that President John Dramani Mahama and the NDC administration deserve no credit for solving the energy crisis known in local parlance as Dumso. This is Dr. Bawumia Ankasa Dumwase Mtiachinya Jibia na home. In any case, an MPP for the John Mahama, a man in a mahording power, a booso do. How can you accuse of this or no ma power booso? And yet say, one hour solve Dumso. Then I would solve Dumso. When one casa wajia to me say John Dramani Mahama and the solve Dumso, no ye cram and broso ma power booso. So and no chinya jidiana ho, number one. Number two, about media budget review now. Preliminary worries I may war about it. And you may be a Chama General, na me person mete. Na me hear kwampa as of mine a buying this anya man de faso. Mante ehamiye. Construction sector. A year a contractor for 1 year mpuntu nyuma edemaye. Emuki yapa. Ohe media budget here it grew negative 8.7. Negative 8.7. Because the entire contractor for ka yama umejeje omunyuma mpuntu nyuma onkoso. So in Puntunyuma Ghana for here to improve our socio-economic well-being, we are not seeing it. Mantin was a hard ring. Yen you are not fare for Numa or Moye fisheries, it grew in the negative. A hammy because it means fishermen are suffering. Kuyayon 171 of our Lutejo Cop Eka 17. In the face of planting for food and jobs are buying air cancer Nuntiama Kuyayo air cosono. The Greek sector shrinking from a growth of 4.2% to 2.1%. Just say we are almost so ever for. Manti bibia about their buying to improve the cocoa sector because any him say John Dramani Mahama cocoa udija 969,000 metric tons for 2016-2017 cocoa season. And I know because I swat by 21% and then I'm 770,000 metric tons.
Is that what Cocoa Board is quoting?
Yes. You can check. Yes. From their website currently is around 770,000 metric tons. So huge decline because of fertilizer near the milk. No, please. 904,000 metric tons was for 2017.
They're talking about 20.
Paragraph 524. 2018, they are quoting 770, Mr. Even Fifi Boafo are jet to Mona Senpai. Yanti Bibia about how you better revert to free fertilizer to cocoa, bonuses to cocoa, for you better to cocoa bag, Yanti Bibia, sir, and no harm. Now on budget nankasano Ghana for no mutie and your mopes omu is a Chama General budget e dia hoto bi breyen anasa ya sitre mu a ene aye dindindin e san so be shimu kena no kwasem ne say media budget review yi e ye kotobeku budget e ye budget a e dia ho kire nwanwaso ba beto Ghana for so because through this budget abaya toto eto baako mienu miensa enai enumu Chama General eto a ye friend Esla ai won kwa ne to nketenkete be enai ne hyase abaya toto ni nyina mu akabo mu a is more than 20% increment in Esla. They are not sure they say petrol bo be kosoro at least by approximately 1 Ghana cedis per gallon. The now fellow car day by buying 5 gallons and then will be 5 Ghana cedis more every day. Multiply that by 1 month, multiply that by 1 year. Her car near what should I buy with the better so because you are too Islam. You watch ya pese ye kaya reward so I buy some mamonka. Ahoma trofo mu didi nkomo ne de mo de chat data na no so ma tum 50% boom. Adan bonne ben ye de aye aban we. Bonne ben ye de aye o mampenye kufu ado. Nansi ya watu nkeni ambum ye nkan wasem nwie wo san so tunsuo bombum wo bai watu petrol bom nko 23 times ye see dia say ene dollar na 5 cedis 40 pesos se fa number bi euro ni pound number bi adwadifo dwe trade o mo fa so nyina hye banks igu microfinance institutions igu nothing is happening na wasan so ba beto 5 taxes mu ade wo pese wo kuya na meanwhile, more opposition. Say, Nana say, I will not do tax was it tax and spend governance. Yeah, mami asle usu also taxation kwa dia kwadwofo na kwadwofo mamuo na jeje to na Ghana ye wosika ye tisika so ekom de monto abama ye ne move Ghana from taxation to production and yet to abama o mampedie kufu adone na aban a o ma move ye from production to double taxation. The promise has changed. They are changing their promise. Oh, Chairman, I'm going to
and Patcham, with that time, I am deputy and management time. We could have PDS document.
So, sir, a tax is here because we are much beba. The air can say any legitimate buying better taxes because it can be buying by when you're more than 200 billion or the idea. According to CDD, it is going into corruption. 9.6 billion. You lose says you can through corruption in the last 2.5 years. Any other things. Now, Manti Bibi about health insurance, according to a doctor for Ghana Medical Association, musi egu because 13 months in the buying to your service providers car. Yante one said health insurance egu. Your public debt. A doom pen so my Ghana bako se ne nuda. Because kwame yenim se if you are for pencil, ABC John Dramani Mahama pencil, Ghana near kaya de 120 billion. And near kaya de abru 200 billion. Not just a 204 billion. To be specific, there is a buy way in 2.5 years, 84 billion and a kaya count. And yet in Kukobu, Muso Musibi, or Musi Hospital, or Monya Airport, a quine or major Jagu and to say, Tissikabi debating normally. So, Doctor, the last point on SS power is very important that I clarify that. Chama General, Yenchim say taxes are by two has nothing to do with SS power. Taxes are by 2 million road fund levy are by 2 and power sector, so it's not about take or pay. Price stabilization, you destabilize the price of fuel and power sector. Omato, you can say the only communication service tax and power sector, the only tax are any power sector no track on matum and the FN of power generation and infrastructure levy. So taxes in no matum bako pay. And then SS power, a wood tracker, so that cannot be the justification. Number 2.
Some of you, let me read this statement from PDS. PDS has issued a statement or say PDS response to suspension. PDS has taken note of the statement issued by government through the Ministry of Information on behalf of the Ministry of Finance, acting for and on behalf of Government of Ghana and the Electricity Company of Ghana. PDS wishes to state for the record that it has always acted and will continue to act in good faith at all times. PDS will go through due process by complying with the terms of the transaction agreements executed between it and ECG on one hand and the Government of Ghana through Ministry of Finance on the other hand. PDS also wishes to assure the Ghanaian public that it will not rush to put out any information until it has been sufficiently substantiated in the interest of safeguarding the transaction and the image of Ghana. PDS tintiniti tiamu dia to just say omonsa aka krate bia na so mohu krate bia aban na Ministry of Information, Ministry of Finance and ECG adia tuja. PDS fan to just say omodie omaye bibia ekototin no munye bibi enkonko say agreement omne ECG Ghana government and a Ministry of Finance wo. PDS so dia to just say fan to bia no bia hu say enye de ombe prepare om ho e de asem bia betudwa so mo de asem betudwa mo be make sure so my mu hwehwemu ama bibia adadi na ama edwuma omone Ghana ban ana Ghana ban ankasa no sebe efin ne enimguase bia anka no nti PDS asemo a ye dia beja me seme infantudwa
chairman
anu no no pay
chairman
Maza,
just 1 minute minimum.
1 minute I'll grant.
On take OP.
1 minute I'll grant.
Thank you very much, sir. Chairman, so on take OP, the maker and Yinane say, on Maya, Yanina Mahmoden so and so, still Ghana for being in Kenya. Now was a expanded access to electricity. On Maya, you say a person industrialize, yeah, one district, one factory. Yeah, rehabilitated vacuum, and yeah, rehabilitated toll. integrated aluminium industry, the processing bauxite into alumina under Sino-Hydro. Sa or mine, say you pay you for being they cannot be complaining about excess power. And on my when you say you export of power to a man my try and now by that John Dramani Mahama by and say grid code for transmission line if we Ghana Burkina Faso 131 kV. Yentrem ko 330 kV. Ni the more than 400 megawatts of power ko Burkina Faso. Now by we have a big jai and we still have
na any Burkina agreement.
But you say
ni any Burkina agreement.
Yes.
We have an agreement.
In fact, a moment penny components your Ghana have a pie show.
Maybe some question. You have a written agreement with Burkina Faso.
We have an arranged, I don't know of
a written agreement, a contract that just say yes, I did now Beji.
Oh, of course, yes. And until the mark grid go for Banga.
Do you have a copy? Do you have a copy of agreement?
I can forward that to you.
But
yes, Alliance Française Development for and a my Sikase. Yan fantre your transmission line a 131 kV ni mu and 330 kV. So never your power you bet me export to Burkina no etinya doso. Aban we buy or my best say grid co Sika 70. So project now stall AFD for atwe free. So when you have the potential to export power, you have the potential Ghana and electricity coverage here just about 85% to expand access to electricity. You have opportunity to industrialize. One also buy one district, one factory. One also person improve on vehicle. One person integrated aluminium industry. One person build this steel industry. And you need power. And you're complaining.
I want to see the agreement.
That is very it is very myopic. Very myopic. It is an agreement between we have with Cote d'Ivoire, we have with Togo, we have with Burkina.
I want a copy. I want to see.
Oh, Chairman, you don't have a problem. Maybe the two
to expand the line.
Transmit power to Cote
d'Ivoire. To sell power to them different from constructing transmission line. Sabija Finlandis for say ya broker 80 billion na nkuko bokra yin Chairman enye bia no nkuko buo carpenter timide 10 cedis ye no wo ba ba bia meti a ho nyina ya asfado valley na ba bia Sabija Fin su di agro osan fa okoni fie e wo jowuru area so nyina so na mo hu asfado valley wo ho no
and they say ko buy election
ebi ne de ye
ko buy election
send there Jupiter enye Ghana Chairman eto da bi na this for better platform so no mo ka se ya koje bosia 80 billion na beka ho a no obi so mo se inshiseya Usi aboka.
Yes, why increase Ghana by 84 billion.
Okay, Chairman, 84 and this better kunya so free so. The film watching. You buy in film in about 10 years. Busia Bia Ghana G, dear grace period, my 8 year cry in film, sir. In fear, 9 film watching. Into one Busiam Koji in Narano, a mere Druset and see 2 years Ambusian. A car or mocha Nessica Potina or Mocha Seno, Secretary the Busia President for 9 billion, or Jaya the bedroom 80 billion, and won't you know, and I because come 1 year to say no. And Yamo Mekasa, but my men call the business of the day so. Chairman, media review. That's some fee and ya break, and Casabe can come budget for fro. Yes, media review, media salutation agent will be a TNT, media review. And your man or broso, the Yanni there and Oka. But the Babwa Ghana Funny answer there, one can. Say, a buying share, in Kankasika in uniform crofonsum, our ports, our MC compliance, and Ra, Mitia Kukwati Honorable Deputy Minister Ohano, or Kansempa, the name Judis and Samuel Kenyan can be my lesson to end this year, one better propaganda and inside would rather some one moon and campion. But they hear me, and you almost some of Mujina society. I take or pay. Me mammy on take or pay. I say, they all what they say. Will be a coffee near me be a bro. Send me nearby gentleman, and tomorrow will do a ho. Now what you be a no wound Fredby. Nemo me said, do you know a bro? A do you know de brono? So we fro, so one fro, there be a bit yaka. And yet SS liquidity no SS power no and you can once more. And your SSR and you say industrialization in us for now we need that power. But say we hear that power. Now the biara busumi biara we bet sika potene over $50 million every month. I could 3 man crofo na yɛmfa sika no ɛnyɛ hwee na yɛ kwan tutuo na wo krokra no betra ha ɛsi yɛnyɛ benchman kwan na lote bɛka kyɛ sɛ yɛnyɛ dwokwa kwan sɛ sika yɛtua no kwa ɛnam agreement bi a mokɔsi sanyɛ enimu twobonti yɛntua sɛ sika no ɛma nkrɔfo no na asɛ ne sɛn nti aban odwene Ghana fo ho ndisi aban ɛkɔyɛ wei ɛno ti ne yɛtwa bi mu ɛno ti yɛ renegotiations na no bi ka Joseph Moda say or the saying Betimo Nunia was friend Alex Mold or say take or pay no yasisanwa investors Emma Jesus Christ adia enye it is one sika pa na da bank in Quebec ko country obi say my top taxes in Siagu ho enya adwuma every day me bufuel agum na ma tuatua fuel no na hwe agu na ma san ko bu bi agum se ni sika na ye o my Ghana sika na Alex Mold and this ni Alex Mold or the yes adwuma na nko beka we say eno mo de akwa ma Ghana de yakodro ni na control po se beka won say agreement bi say ye be expansion of lines expansion ye tama wo mo ye American na sefo said ye be ya power no ebeba bedru no wo mo start wo mo wie wo be kumase no wo fatema wo hu lines no aban we nhye ye through the budget or kan ye no de be ye this car power no ebekwa kosi ba bi e bengas no na nya ho faso no ye we se nyinara nti ye we na boa Ghana fo a munti e ka mo kofa ba ye enam sa necessary agreement na mkɔtwɔtwɔ anything no sika pote yetua wɔ Ghana ha so kabo mu a sika de ye free education sika de ye free feeding for MS school koraa wɔ micro ɛne nasefo sika ye de man bodwo afo a ye friend lip wo ka za kan nyina bomu a enso says kan so why should we be doing so ye increase taxes yes ye de beka ho na etime tua sa kan da ho no a ama ye ho akire ye no tax e de yi akwan o Chama Kokrokoo bia so enkonko hunu se obi ekoche obi sika no de ayene kwan ni nyinara ye oman no nto boa ogigye efiri ni manfo ene de ye sa adwuma no na ye sika ye befa so na de agye nto boa boei enkom benya enka antimi anye hwe na du 2020 a wo mu ni message nti no no ma begina ho o ye ha ye hansuo ye nye nsuo nti na ye
chairman we move the mic into
to take off position.
Your friend Osuka fair. Again, on down.
And can you on me?
But Jamajana.
Yes, sir.
Into your best friend. And Nema ye the Bebo Ghana for. We say, you know, Obina Kai of the Buff was it. Oh, many are called, number of times a few I chose. The sir, your friend, the brace of me boomine. But one way be buy ya one more than the pa a buyer, a share said that on my gun and punt you a MPP by President Kufado. Near my ye inara, a dear be a ye, said Babua FM. And yes, said be create new and share near Koyan confirm near to call, near ye say, next canon nashi that you would ye the boy.
Run, man, run.
It's Jamana,
Madasi.
My wife, dear Kuma.
Okay, wife first. We are missing yours.
Oh, there be no. My wife, they said on the fortunate champion.
That's right.
On your machine.
Oh,
take allotate. You are creating the impression.
No, food runners,
baby. But oh, young lady, oh yeah, no, South Hospital, some stress with my Eunice champion. Elder wife was a champion, but little IK champion.
Oh, I see.
They are related in a way.
And this is
I've signed in a business 1 week.
Why demise?
Why demise?
Demise.
One down, 2 to go. This is the last day of July for this year. Tomorrow will be month number 8. The next news broadcast is at noon. Kofi Kumbelson is next on your radio. Thank you as always for joining us by ear, voice, and text. May your day be blessed. And as always, when you stop to say a prayer, say one for me too. It's a tough world out there.